Welcome to Newton's 3 Laws. Exercise edition. Starting off with Newton's third law, we have, for every action or force in nature, there's an equal or opposite reaction. An example of this would be swimming. When swimming, your body applies force to the water, causing force. The water pushes you forward with an equal force or reaction, making you swim forward. Here's an example of that in this picture. Now it's time for Newton's second law of motion, which claims that acceleration, or gaining speed, happens when a force acts on a mass or an object, or F equals ma. This means that heavier objects require greater force in order to achieve the same amount of acceleration as a lighter object would. A pretty great example of this would be if you had two boulders that you had to move, one that was 100 kilograms and one that was 10. The 100 kilogram boulder would take a lot more force to move because of its size than the 10 kilogram boulder. Now it's time for the law that ties all this together, Newton's first law, which is every object will remain at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change in its state by an action of an external force, or simplified to an object in motion will stay at motion and an object at rest will stay at rest. Now let's use a running track as an example. Let's say you were on a running track and you wanted to get from point A to point B. In order to do that at full speed, you wouldn't be able to stop exactly at the point B. You would have to use an external unbalanced force, or the momentum, to slow yourself down to get to that point. Now let's say you're on that exact same running track, but there's the big boulder in the way from earlier in the video. In this scenario, the boulder would be an external unbalanced force, which would cause you to stop, without any momentum at all. That was Newton's 3 laws. I hope you enjoyed.